Hello? Hi, you guys. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hello. It's Tuesday. You guys would not believe the night that I've had. And let me tell you where it all started. It all started because I'm an adult, and because I'm an adult, I get to manage my own time. And that's where I went wrong. Do you know what I mean? I knew I could manage my own time and I knew that I had that authority, so I did it. And that is where I went wrong. So I'm just doing something in the background right now. You guys, let me tell you exactly what happened. Let me just get this started. Egg, rot, and more. And the category is supermarket simulator. And start streaming. There we go. I've done it. You guys, hello. Happy birthday. So this is where it started. It started because I'm an adult and I have the authority to manage my own time. So that being said, I never cook a meal on stream nights. It's just an unspoken rule that I have for myself in my house. I never cook a meal on stream nights. And tonight I cooked a meal because I was on the way home and I had this thought in my mind. I was like, it's stream night. I'm supposed to stop and just like get something to eat. But what if? What if I just made spaghetti? Because I love spaghetti, y'all. Spaghetti's my favorite freaking meal. And I thought to myself, but what if I just made spaghetti? What if I did that and it was super yummy? And then once that thought came into my mind, that was pretty much the end of that conversation. And so I stopped at Kroger and I got the ground beef that I did not set out so that I could make spaghetti. And I am very chaotic minded right now because I thought that I mean, spaghetti's a quick meal. You can cook that in like 20, 30 minutes. And I did, but I had to give myself time to enjoy it and also watch some queso while I'm enjoying it. I rewatched him doing the Wii Sports, which is so freaking funny. And I was vibing and I lost track of time. And I was like, oh, shoot, I stream in 10 minutes. And yeah, that's what happened. If I'm just being totally honest with you, that's exactly what happened. So I'm so far behind schedule that usually I've got like my tea or my coffee ready. I can't even put my cream in my tea yet because my tea is still steeping. That's how that's how fresh I am into being ready to stream right now. I literally have my creamer in a glass separately, so that whenever it's done steeping, I can pour my creamer into my tea. You guys, hello. This is my life right now. So if you'll just bear with me for just a second, I do have to just do some hello. I do have to do some social posts so that we can get some people in here. I usually have this stuff done at like 7:30. Um, and if anybody knows me, like on a personal level, which you're welcome to, um, spaghetti is my favorite meal. Like by far my favorite meal. So I had a thought in my mind that I wanted spaghetti, and that's where I'm at. I wanted spaghetti, so I got some spaghetti, and that made me really, really, really far behind this evening. Yeah, that's what happened, Brandon. I'm just being real with you. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? That's my life right now. So now I'm just frantically going everywhere. I'm trying to figure out why is this not doing what it's supposed to. My stream category is not changing. Hello? 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 You guys tell me about your week so far. How is everything going? Are you guys having like just an awesome week? I sure hope so. Uh hello? Hello? Um clip that prediction sub on no, don't do that. You guys, why is it not letting me change my stream description? Hello? Hello? Edit stream info. Here we go. I've done it, but it's not editing. But it is working. It is working though. You guys, how is your week so far? Tuesdays are nice for me because Tuesdays really are the beginning of my weeks. So um, I do quite enjoy a Tuesday. Do you guys have a lot going on this week? Is there a lot going on for you? Twitch.tv. And then we'll look for Unbothered Gamer and we'll make sure all this is doing what it's supposed to. See, right here, it is doing the same thing. Oh, no, 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 no. It is there. It does have the category there. Okay. So it's working the way that it's supposed to. It is. Oh, thank you so much for sharing the live, Brandon. I really appreciate that. I just need to catch my breath. The amount of like running around that I've been doing since I started the start stream timer for the 8 minutes, I mean, it's been insane the amount of like running around that I've been doing. It's freaking wild. It's freaking wild. Guys, we're gonna get into some supermarket simulator today. I freaking love this game, and I really loved it the other night whenever we started like redesigning the store in a way that we could like organize everything. Do you know what I mean? Like we have the features now. It's freaking crazy how cool it all looks. It makes me so freaking happy. Uh, of course I broke something. I didn't break something. That's not what happened. I didn't break something. It just was freaking crazy the past 10 minutes of my life. And I thought that everything was set up the way that it was supposed to be, and it was not set up the way that it was supposed to be. What do I have going on the rest of this week? I had a meeting scheduled tomorrow with a software developer that ended up falling through. So hopefully that meeting ends up happening on Friday. So that'd be kind of a vibe. I have an event that I'm going to on Thursday, which I don't really ever go to events for work. And I'm going to an event on Thursday, which is a vibe, like at a stadium. It'll be cool. Like a marketing event for like radio stations. So that'll be kind of a vibe. That's pretty much all I've got going on this week. Super chill week. Still some marketing stuff to do that I've got to find some motivation to be creative about. Um, yeah, that's what I've got going on. I hope that your week is going like super peaceful and it's not this chaos that just happened for me. I'm telling y'all, just to recap, literally what happened, right? It's like 6:30, right? And I'm on my way home from work, and I know that I'm streaming at 8. And I'm like trying to decide what I'm gonna have for dinner. Is it gonna be Raising Cane's? Is it gonna be McDonald's? Am I gonna do salada? Do I stop at Kroger and pick up like some sushi? Like, what's the vibe? Do you know what I mean? And the thought came in my head, but what if you get spaghetti? And then once that thought was in my mind, I mean, that was the end of it. And I spent the entire rest of my evening, that's supposed to be super relaxing and getting me pumped up for streaming. I spent it cooking my spaghetti, and it was so freaking good. Like, it was worth it. I do not regret anything. It was so good. Um, but it definitely did call for like a really stressful evening. I'm like, I'm like running up and down the stairs, getting my coffee, getting my tea, getting my muffin, and I'm putting all this food away. And then I can't leave the food out on the counter because I don't want it to go bad. So I'm putting it in containers so it can go in the fridge. And then it's too hot to go in the fridge because I have glass shelves on my fridge. So I'm getting a little pad thing that the thing can go on so it like absorbs the heat so that it can go in the fridge without cracking the glass. And it's, oh my God. Oh my God. What an evening. And I'll tell you what. I just might get a bowl of spaghetti for my snack today. What's up, Brandon? Welcome to the chat. I just might do that. I just might. It just might happen. Let me just go over here and do this thing real quick. Hello, hello, hello. You guys, today was one of those days where I had not a lot to do, but I had things that needed to be done. Do you know what I mean? But those things that needed to be done were creative things. And it's hard to get creative things done when you just have a really slow day. Whenever you have a really slow day at work, it's hard to get that creative vibe going. Do you know what I mean? It's just tough. So I didn't get very much creative stuff done today that I wish I would have gotten done. So yeah. So yeah. How is y'all's week going? Does anybody have anything that they want to share about their week? Oh, that's a vibe. Hello, hello, hello. Uh, oh, I did not take that on my. Uh, that's okay because I can do this one. And then I can do this, and then I can do this button, and then I can do this button. Uh, so hectic tonight. Pop in, lol. Post to your stories. I've done it. I'm trying to blow you up. Stop moving. I'm not moving on purpose. It just does that. It just does it. It's not me. It just does it. Here, I can do this though. If you want me to, if you want me to come closer to you, check that out. Here we go. I'm coming. I'm coming. Whoa. Whoa. That was kind of harsh. Am I still coming in for the hug? Nope. Got rid of the task. That's crazy. You totally just like ignored my hug. I cannot believe that you did that. You guys, I might have to just like pop off for just a second and go throw this tea bag away. That way my tea doesn't oversteep because when it does, that's gross. Do you know what I don't have? I don't have a spoon. I'm telling you, it was so chaotic to get to this point today. Oh, you're coming in for the hug as an apology. Thank you so much for that. Uh, I I don't have a spoon to stir my tea. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's okay. Let's take the creamer. Let's put it in the tea. I love French vanilla creamer. It's so freaking good. So good. Like I could do with just a milk or even just like I could do English tea without creamer. But something about having it with French vanilla creamer or like a pumpkin spice creamer, like something super sweet. Oh my gosh, I vibe with that so heavy. I don't have a spoon, so I'm literally using the tea bag to steep and stir my tea right now with this creamer. You have to use what you have. Use your resources, okay? Just use them. Okay, I will be right back. I'm just gonna go to the trash can really quick. I'm gonna throw away this tea bag. I was so scared just then that I was going to make a mess, but I did not make the mess. You guys, what do you have for your snacks for today? The spaghetti. Huh? The spaghetti was so good, by the way, in case y'all were wondering. Just in case anybody's wondering, or like if anybody cares, spaghetti, so good. So good. Um, for my snacks today, I've of course got my water to stay hydrated. I've got my English black tea with my French vanilla creamer. I need to catch my breath. It's so chaotic. And then I've got my muffin. I've got another one of these. Do you guys remember this from the other night? I've got my chocolate chip muffin from HEB. Doesn't that look yummy? Don't you look at that and you're just like, oh, I want to bite. I want a bite of that. Doesn't that look just so delicious? In case you're wondering, it is. It is a really good, delicious muffin. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take a bite of my muffin. So good. Do you know who I was watching on TikTok today? I love her so much. And to be honest with you, I stepped away from TikTok for a while. And I'm not back on TikTok, but I'm there every now and then. And today I was just interacting a little bit, and I came across Lonnie. If you guys don't know Lonnie on TikTok, let me pull up her profile and just show her so that you guys can go and show some love to Lonnie. Because she is just such a freaking vibe. Her name is Lonnie with gray hair and tattoos. Look, look, look. This is her. Oh, you can't see her. It's like washed out. I'll pull up her profile so you can see it. Hello? Can you see that? Okay, you can't see it, but her TikTok handle is gray hair and tattoos. And she does like variety gaming. And she also talks about just life and being, I think, 63 years old and just loving life and being enthusiastic about it. And oh, I love her so much. Lonnie is a vibe. I remember whenever she first got, I guess big is the word to use, when she got big on Supermarket Simulator on TikTok. I remember watching her journey. And one thing that I found really cool about her journey was that she used to be an alcoholic and she's in recovery. And I think she's even doing like a vegan lifestyle now or a vegetarian lifestyle. And she really focused not only on her health physically, but her health mentally. But in doing so, she focused on her relationship with her children and seeing her tell her story on a public platform like TikTok about how she went through recovery and she started having these interactions with her kids and she started asking for forgiveness. I mean, her story is just so awesome. So to see that TikTok has given a platform to somebody as awesome as her, I mean, I feel the same way about her as I do Queso. I think they made the right person famous. I mean, these are just awesome freaking people. And I said what I said. And I said what I said. Do you know what I mean? Does anybody else watch Lonnie? Lonnie is so freaking good. She is such a vibe. So fun, too. And what I love about Lonnie, on top of everything that I just said, is she is so genuinely authentic. Like, she can show up on a stream and she does these things called vibe checks, which I love. And you rate your day or how you're feeling in that moment is what it is, not your day, sorry. You rate how you're feeling in that moment on a scale of 1 to 5. One is shitty, five is amazing. And if you're feeling like you're a one that day, just say you're a one. Like her chats are this space where you can just be authentic and you don't have to feel like you have to lie to somebody and say, "Oh, I'm actually like doing amazing today," or "Yeah, things are going okay." Like if you're feeling like today is crap, in her chat, you could just say, "Yeah, today's crap." And it doesn't feel like you're throwing this pity party or that you're asking for attention. Like it just feels so good. If you're looking for a place to just have a safe space and watch somebody play variety games, even if you're not wanting to chat, you're just wanting to lurk or like follow along, she's definitely like someone to do that to. Another one that I've really been vibing with, this is somebody that just recently started streaming, kind of like me. Her Twitch handle is Mothcat, M0TH Cat. I believe she's on TikTok as well. But I mean, another safe space where you can just be authentic and just say how you feel in her chat. And she's so sweet. Like she's such a vibe. She plays games like Cult of the Lamb, um, Poppy Play Party. Is that what that game is? These are like spooky vibe games that I don't play, but like I know Brandon wants me to play them. But these are just good, genuine people. But then like these are the things where I look at the internet and the potential for it to just do really good. There's also potential for it to do really bad. But these are the people that I think are going to spearhead that operation of it just doing really freaking good. Do you know what I mean? It just has so much potential just to be awesome. Um, so yeah. You guys, I have level headed now. Like, what is it? 20 minutes ago, I came into this and I was like, like it was just so chaotic. I didn't know what the frick I was doing. Um, it was very chaotic, but I think we've leveled out. And I haven't even started drinking my tea yet. Do you know? I live in Texas. So, I mean, we have tea in Texas, but whenever you say the word tea in Texas, immediately what comes to mind is sweet tea, Southern sweet tea, which, just in case you're wondering, that's like 2 cups of granulated sugar to 1 gallon of tea. That's Southern sweet tea, and it's really good. And I've got 2 gallons of it in my refrigerator right now. Very unhealthy. But when you say tea, that's what we think of as Texans. Whenever you really broaden your horizons and you start thinking about tea across the rest of the world, English tea is so good. I've only gotten English black tea on my list of things to purchase in the past month and a half, 2 months maybe. English black tea is so good. It's a type of tea that I could drink without creamer and without sugar and just drink that tea, and it would be really freaking good. But it has to be the English black tea. When you get into like chai tea and stuff like that, it's like, I need a little zhuzh. Do you know what I mean? I need a little zhuzh. But English black tea is so freaking good. I vibe with it heavy. You guys, interact with the live, say hi, share the live, follow if you want to see more. I'm trying to spread some love around here. Do you know what I mean? Trying to spread some love around here. I think we should get into it. I think we should get into it, into some supermarket simulator. I'm actually going to keep my tea close. Another thing about tea is I've realized that it's better for my brain. I don't know what it is. I'm not officially diagnosed with ADHD, but there are signs. Um, when I drink coffee, if I start my day off with coffee, call it 9:30 in the morning, drink a cup of coffee to start the day, and I will be crashed out, like productivity gone, scramble brained, just discombobulated. I will be gone by about noon ish, maybe one. Sometimes I can push it to two. And that's just with a shot of espresso, maybe 2 shots of espresso. If I've done a full cup of coffee diluted with water, sometimes I can last till two. But I mean, ADHD and coffee, I don't think that they go very well together. But if I do tea, like just English black tea, I can sit on that like well. Like if I'm doing English black tea, I can make it to like 4 or 5 in the afternoon without crashing out. But something about that coffee flavor is just like, oh, I just want it. Do you know what I mean? But it really does affect my brain. It affects my ability to be present in a moment, especially during meetings. It affects my ability to be level headed and to contribute to a meeting in a really productive way and not just in a I want to get this meeting over with kind of way. Tea just does better for me. It just does better for me. It does. And you know what does even better than tea for me? Water. It is crazy what your body will do for you to make you feel better. You just give it what it's asking for. And now that I've said that out loud, like you really think about it and you're like, wait, when my body asks for what I need, I am my body. That was such a weird thing to say. Okay, guys, we're gonna get into it. Supermarket simulator. Let's do it. Yeah? Yeah? Hello? There it goes. Oh my gosh, if you've not seen the store before, let me go hit the lights for you. That way you can see what's going on. This is Supermarket Simulator. Very fun game. I love playing this game. It's like therapeutic for me. And the name of our store is Egg Rot and More. That name came from the fact that right here in the doors used to be the eggs. Because we didn't have a lot of room. We didn't have places where we could put them. So we had our eggs right here by the front door. And so the sun was just beaming through, making the eggs go bad. We didn't have a lot of money, so we were still selling it to customers. That's just how it has to be sometimes. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it just has to be that way. Sometimes you just sell what you sell and it's fine. Um, this is Sahari. Sharry. That's how you pronounce her name. That's Sahari, not Sherry. And Sahari is our cleaning lady. She's freaking awesome. She's goated. She does a great job. Our stocking guys, right here we've got Jack. Right there we've got Phil. Right here we've got Hans. And then we have Bartholomew around here somewhere. Here he is. That's Bartholomew. Jack, Phil, Hans, and Bartholomew, those are the restockers. This is Harry the cashier. This is Barry the cashier. Every once in a while, we'll bring back Kevin the cashier, but Kevin, we just don't need him right now. It's just not necessary. We totally remodeled recently. We've got this gorgeous produce section. Uh, Here we've got, I know we have Lance. Oh, and Bruce. Yeah. Bruce is the other customer helper. So these guys run the produce stands. Whenever people buy produce, they've got to come up here and Lance and Bruce have to stamp it for them. And then right here, we've got the sushi bar. Yeah? We got sushi. And then Lance is in charge of giving them the sushi. He doesn't actually do that, but it does look like it, which is really cool. I think it gives the vibe of like whenever you go to Kroger and you want to buy sushi. So the sushi's in front of you, like sushi yacht, and you just buy the sushi. This kind of looks like that. And whenever we break this wall down, it will look even more like that. Right now, we've got chicken on sale. Right now, we've got mayonnaise on sale. And the mayonnaise sale is doing great, by the way. Like, people are loving the mayonnaise. I don't know what they're doing with the mayonnaise, but they are buying it. That's for sure. We've got coffee and we've got shampoo. We had to put shampoo on sale because I accidentally purchased 50 cases of shampoo whenever we had a huge sale the other day. Yep, that happened. I screwed up. It happens. I bought 50 cases of shampoo instead of 50 cases of bleach. So, yeah, that happened. You guys, the goal for today is I want to get to the next license. What's so cool about the next license is we get to sell alcohol. We get to sell beer. How cool would that be? So the next license is blonde beer, the 6 pack, a keg of blonde beer, and then there's just a single bottle of blonde beer, which I think is so cool. And then we can also get a lager beer. So like two different types of beers, but then also a 6 pack and a keg. We can get some chips, some hummus, and some vodka. Imagine how the business would boom whenever we start selling vodka. It's gonna go crazy. Okay? So yeah, that's the goal. So that's a $3,500 license, but we don't have anywhere to fit those things right now, if I'm honest with you. Um, I mean, we have a little bit of shelf space. We don't have a lot of shelf space. Like, it's not anything crazy. So, what I think I want to do is I want to break down this wall. Once I break down that wall, I think I'll be comfortable enough to get the next license. And then we'll be able to reorganize some things, which would be a vibe. It would be a vibe. So to grow the store again is $16,500. And then we're looking at 3,500 to be able to get the license. So we're looking at 20 grand to do that. And then we have plenty of space in the back room to be able to keep all that product. So I'm not even worried about the back room. It would be cool though to get a back room growth because if we get, I think it's 5 more of the shelves, we can get another restocker. And another restocker would be nice because then they can get through these big piles a lot faster. You feel? You feel? Oh, sometimes they're just so slow. You got to speed them up. Come on, Jack. Speed it up. This is Phil. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Phil, let me punch you. And then we have Hans. There's 4 of them. 4 restockers. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what I want to do? I kind of want like, I don't really know how to do this because I don't know if there's going to be enough room to do it. But I want a light in front of the signs. Do you know what I mean? Because if I have a light in front of these signs, then I will be able to see them. And right now I can't see them because the light is not where it needs to be. Does any of what I just said actually make sense? Boom. See, that's better. I mean, it's not like perfect, but it is better. And then I can move this right there. See, now you can actually see the signs, which I think that's a lot better. Let's put this. Can I put this right here? The lights thing is crazy. What I don't really understand is why are the lights required to be so distanced from each other? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense that the lights are so distanced from each other. I don't think they should have to be. I think that right now they're at like a 4 foot by 4 foot um what am I trying to say? Like perimeter. I think if you had like a 6 inch by 6 inch perimeter, that would make sense. I think that would be totally fine. Do you feel? Duolingo is yelling at me. Duolingo is yelling at me, telling me that I need to do my Duolingo. And I've not done my Duolingo. And do you know what's even like riskier about that is the fact that I haven't done my Duolingo and I don't have any streak freezes. I know! I know! No streak freezes, and I haven't done my duo. What am I doing with my life? I am trying to learn Spanish though. I recently got into the part where you learn Spanish, and it like, how do I say this? It has gotten really difficult where I'm at with the Spanish learning. Um, like I'm at a point now to where everything is focused on grammar. That's hard. The grammar piece of Spanish is hard. I'm misspelling words. Duolingo is yelling at me. It's just hard out here. Do you feel? But I am very proud of my streak. I'm at like a what is my streak? My streak is like 685 or something like that. That's awesome. That is something that I'm proud of. A 685-day streak on Duolingo. You guys, if you're just now tuning in and you've not seen Egg Rotten More before, right now what I'm doing is I'm letting the stocking team restock. I want them to get rid of all these boxes and make the store not as empty, and then we'll be able to go on to the next day. This one's complaining about shampoo being full, which makes sense because I accidentally ordered 50 boxes of shampoo. So, oops. I guess I should help them out. I'm sitting here just like wondering why they're taking so long. Maybe I should like grab a freaking box. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, the goal for today is I want to get probably like $30,000 in the bank. If I can get 30,000 in the bank, which we're already at 10, so that means we're a third of the way. If we get $30,000 in the bank, I will be very comfortable with doing the next expansion. So we'll grow the store and we'll buy the alcohol license and we'll purchase the alcohol. That'd be a vibe if we did that today. That would be freaking cool. And I love whenever we buy new licenses because we get to reorganize the store so that all of the new product can fit. Like, come on, that's so fun. And I imagine this. Look, picture this, right? I imagine vodka on feature and have like vodka and whiskey both on feature and like tequila, all of those things on feature together. It's going to go crazy. And then we put it on sale for like 5% off. The people are going to go crazy over it. It's going to be wild. I eventually want the store to be so big that I can get that giant gondola that goes in the middle of everything. The one that just is so abnormally huge. I want one of those. I think I ended up buying one last episode and just like keeping it in my storage area. That way we can dream. Because I wanted to show everyone how big it was. If you guys want to see it, that's fine. Just let me know. But I want one of those. I think I ate my spaghetti too fast because now I have like indigestion. But I was rushing. The spaghetti was so good, but I was rushing to get here. It was worth it though. I don't regret anything about the spaghetti. I regret nothing. Is that this water or is it this one? That's the blue one, so that means this goes here. And then this is another one of the regular waters, the waters that came to us at the very beginning of the game. And then what is this? Eggs. Huevitos. Huevitos aquí. I think that's everything. The rest of all this junk is freaking shampoo. Let's get the shampoo out of the street, I guess. I'm telling you guys, I could not believe I ordered 50 freaking boxes of shampoo. Did you guys see the episode of Queso Water Park Sim where he went to the most recent version of Water Park Sim, which is so funny because it was like days after he said he was done with it, and they've added cars, and now the cars, as they're passing by, they can run over your customers. And so he went to go play it again, and he started the day, and he like opened up the water park, and people are just flying back and forth. It's the funniest thing in the world. I freaking loved it. It was such a vibe. Okay, so we got Jack, Phil, Hans, and Bartholomew, restockers. They're ready to go. I think we're ready to go to the next day. So I've got, yeah, that was a rough day. I forget why though. I don't think anyone put anything on sale last episode. Why 10 things out of stock? Pablo powdered sugar and mayonnaise has changed price. Let's hit the lights. That way you guys can see. Pablo powdered sugar. Do you guys see Pablo powdered sugar? It's right over here. $12.70. 12.75. Because we always round up to the next quarter. Uh, I forgot what the other item was. Oh, mayonnaise. That's what it was. So mayonnaise is already on sale, 10% off. 9.22. The market price is 8.66. Let's go 8.75. That came down a lot, actually. That came down by a lot. Maybe we don't want to put mayonnaise on sale anymore. No, no, no. I still want mayonnaise on sale. Okay. Um, this bleach. I can move this bleach to go to its normal shelf. This is what I wanted. I wanted this to sell out. That way this would be empty. This is literally exactly how I wanted this to happen. And then I wanted this to go away. Yep, that's what I wanted. And now I have this feature. I don't have anything to put on it. So I'm just going to keep it empty for now. Eventually, I think I'll put vodka or something right there. So now I guess let's go to the stocking room and let's see what is totally out of stock. Bleach is a problem. 4 of those. Let's get 2 of those. Let's get, no, we do not need to order any shampoo. 4 of those, 2 of those, 4 of those. I would like to order one of these, but this box is in the way. Oh well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Those are fine. Those are fine. 2 of those. 2 of those. 2 of those. Uh, 2 of those. 3 of those. And I'm gonna go ahead and order that. That way they can get started. It's weird how this clips sometimes. Like it looks like there's boxes stacked on top of each other, but they're not stacked on top of each other at all. They're not. Okay, we're good on sushi, which is surprising. Let's do three things of chicken, but also two more things of chicken because I remember seeing it empty on the sales floor. So I'm just gonna get extra chicken just to be safe. Little extra chicken never hurt anybody, unless you're allergic to chicken. And if you are, that's not my business. One of those, two of those, two of those. Let's get like six things of mayonnaise. I think that'll hold us over. We're fine on that. Let's get two of those, two of those, two of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those, three of those, two of those, two of those. Are we good on tuna or do we need to get more tuna? No, 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 we're good on tuna. We have 25 things of tuna. 25 individual items of tuna. That's a lot of tuna. God, I love tuna. Two of those, one of those, one of those. Yeah, yeah, I think that's good. Doo-doo-doo-doo. It just takes so long to restock the store now. Do you know what I mean? Like it takes a while to just get the store stocked. I almost wish that I could come into the game and just like start the day, start the day, start the day, start the day. Do you know what I mean? But you can't do that. You can't just start the day, start the day, start the day, and start the day. You can't do it. It can't happen. Rice. Is this where the rice goes? Because you have to keep the back room stocked. And you have to have, depending on the item, at least two cases of each item. That way, if it runs out during the day, the stocking crew can go and grab the items for refilling it. But you can't always. I mean, things are expensive. Like, look, this is a good example, right? There's six of these that can fit in a box, eight of these that can fit in a box, and this is bleach. And you have to have four backstock cases of bleach at a time because bleach sells so quickly. Or I'd have to have an entire feature just dedicated to bleach, which I literally have an entire shelf almost that's just bleach. So it's almost like how it's working, anyways. Do you know what I mean? Artichokes. I was telling last stream that I've never eaten an artichoke. Someone was telling me that artichokes are good if they're cooked properly. I don't know what it means if they're not cooked properly, but I would love to try an artichoke. This is gonna go. Oh, that doesn't go there. What is this? I don't even know what that is. Do you know today I was on my way home from work and I was doing this contemplation, right, on okay, well, I should just stop and get something to eat because I do have to stream tonight. So I should just stop at like Cane's or something and grab something quick. But I ended up making the decision that I was going to make spaghetti. So I stopped by Kroger so that I could get the ground beef that I, of course, did not set out this morning so that I could make my spaghetti. Really good. I regret nothing. But pineapples, pineapples, pineapples. I also had to contemplate in that moment, do I get gas or not? Because I was sitting on less than a tenth of a tank. And one thing that you learn early in adulting after you get your driver's license is do not ever tell yourself, I'll just get gas in the morning. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you do it, you're setting yourself up for failure. If you tell yourself, oh, I'm just going to get gas in the morning, I can almost guarantee you, you are not going to get gas in the morning. or or you're going to have to get gas in the morning and you're going to be late. One of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to hope to God that you can make it in the morning, or you're going to and you're just gonna like rush it. Like you're gonna you're gonna show up to work on fumes, or you're gonna be late to work because you got gas because you had to get gas so that you could get to work. But I was very proud of myself because I did stop and get gas. I did do it. Not only did I do that, I used my Kroger points to get the gas. So I was really cooking. Do you know what I mean? I was really cooking. I had like 30 cents off, which, to be honest with you, it didn't feel like it was going to be much. But I mean, you're talking about going from 2.79 a gallon to like 2.50 a gallon. And that was freaking awesome. Like that was so good. Gas is expensive. So when I can get my little Kroger point discount, you know what I mean? Do you know what I love? That's like a hidden little treasure. What are you doing? He's literally sitting there doing nothing. Did y'all see that? A nice little hidden treasure in life is when you go to Shell and it asks you if you're part of the Kroger loyalty program. And so at a Shell, not even at a Kroger, you end up getting to use your gas points. And that's life. That's life right there. Do you know what I mean? And it's like you go to a Shell and you know it's going to happen. It's expected. It's not like it's a surprise. But still, every time it asks me that question, I'm just like, yes, I am part of the Kroger loyalty program, and I would love to use my fuel points. Thank you very much for asking. Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm fantasizing right now about this bowl of spaghetti that I'm going to have when I'm done streaming. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm just telling you the truth. Guys, should we start the day? We should, yeah? I think that we should. I think that we should. We should start the day. Let's open her up. Ladies and gentlemen, Egg Rotten More is open for business for today. We have 10% off mayonnaise, and we also have like 30% off shampoo, if that interests you at all. Egg Rotten More is open. Please come shop with us so that I can pay my bills. Thank you very much. Guys, these chocolate muffins from HEB, do you want to know what takes Egg Rotten More to the next level? We start making our own muffins. I'm telling you, that's the next move. God, this produce section looks so good. It does. It looks so clean. Look how pretty. He buys garlic like I buy garlic. If I'm buying garlic, I'm getting some garlic. Do you know what I mean? Do you know I learned I'm not very I'm not very well educated when it comes to nutrients and how they impact your body. For example, garlic creates indigestion, which makes so much sense because when I have garlic, I get indigestion. But I guess something in it, like its acidity or something, like it creates like this almost like acid reflux. And I didn't know that about garlic. So there are people that because of that, they don't cook with garlic. And I'm like, how do you cook without garlic? Like I don't understand that actually. Like if I'm making almost anything, it usually starts with oil in a pan, diced up onion, sometimes diced up celery, depending on if it's a stew or not. And then it starts with garlic in there. I mean, everything that I make, even dishes that don't call for that, I'm making that as part of the base. Oh, if you missed it last episode, we installed these self checkouts. We don't even need Kevin anymore because we have these self checkouts now. What's this guy's name? We have Bruce, that's the new guy running the produce thing. What was this guy's name? Marlon. Bruce and Marlon. And then everyone is telling me that that was like unnecessarily cruel. They're saying it's unnecessarily cruel because, that one movie. They ended up being friends. Hello, my name is Bruce. I'm going to open up my register because I really don't have anything to do right now. I'm going to go ahead and order two more of these. Someone's at my register. Oh my God. Hello, sir. Oh God, some French fries sound really good. Would it be crazy if after my stream, I went and heated up some spaghetti, which I will be doing anyways, that's a non-negotiable. But what if I also made some French fries in the air fryer? Oh, that sounds so freaking good. That sounds so good. Hello, ma'am. Did you come to grocery shop today? Some shampoos, some pizzas. Hey, those pizzas are good. I really appreciate you shopping here. Here, take an extra 2 cents. Not because I want you to have the extra 2 cents, but because I don't want to count off the change. Sir, two things of bleach. How many bodies are you hiding? You know what, sir? Don't answer that. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna mind my business. Do you guys know what I spent last night doing? That made my heart really happy. Um, in my house, we celebrate Dia de los Muertos, and we set up our ofrenda. It's not perfect yet. There's still some things that I want to get off of Amazon, like some um, fake marigolds and stuff like that. But we set up our ofrenda last night, and it looks so freaking good, and I'm so freaking happy with it. When do you set up your ofrenda? So funny. I have. If you guys don't know this about me, I went to South Africa whenever I was much younger. It was part of a missions thing. And when I was in South Africa, I did go to Kruger National Park and I did go on a safari there. A couple of them, actually. And it was a lot of fun. I did really enjoy it. It's crazy how the camote cheese is too expensive for you. 357. That's not very expensive, sir. Are you poor? Oh, that's expensive, actually. 275. Guys, we forgot to do a price change. The camote cheese was too expensive. But when I was in South Africa, I did go to Kruger National Park and I had a really good time doing a safari there. And we got to see giraffes, lions, elephants, and all of it was very up close and personal. The cool thing about Kruger National Park is it's more of like a wildlife reserve. So it's not a zoo type environment. These animals are out in the wild, and when you go do these safaris, you're in a road range vehicle, and the guy has a rifle with him. And so you can do the road safaris, but there's also like the walk up going through the grass safaris, right? And again, the guy's carrying a rifle, and he says, "Look, if if I need to protect you, I will." It's kind of intimidating, kind of scary, but it's fun. And whenever I was really young, I was probably 14 years old when I went on my first safari. And when I went, I told everyone in the group, I said, how cool would it be if we got charged by an elephant? Like, that would be wild. And everyone in the group, mind you, I'm a child, they're all adults. Everyone in the group is like, that's insane, Tristan. We will not be getting charged by an elephant. And no, that does not sound fun at all. That doesn't sound like it'd be a fun experience. And I kind of, as an adult now, I see it. But anyways, the friend that I went on that safari with, he just texted me. Apparently, someone got charged by an elephant on a safari. And every time that something like that happens, which sounds terrifying, like I hate that that happens to those individuals. Every time that something like that happens, he sends me those videos just to remind me how not cool it really is. So thanks for that, Shelby. You guys, I'm so excited for us to get up to $30,000. You need help? Okay, you got it. I'm right here. I've helped you. Guys, I want to go on another safari though. If I have the opportunity, oh my God, these guys were so slow. I thought that because my line was empty, everything was fine. I was wrong. It's so chaotic in here. Mayonnaise is good. Shampoo is good. Loki, I can help them out by restocking this shampoo. Someone's going to be at my register in a second, though. I think if I could go do some world traveling, the next place that I would probably go would be South Africa. I don't know what their politics look like right now, though. I know whenever I went last, not whenever I did that safari, but when I went last, it was kind of on the hairy side. So I'd have to look and see how that was. I would love to go back to Cape Town. Cape Town, South Africa was gorgeous. So much fun. Hello, sir. The three things of candy is a vibe. Whenever we go grocery shopping, or even whenever we're just like at Target, my partner just says, "Okay, we need to get like 3 bags of gummy worms." Couldn't find chicken. I just bought some chicken. Are we out of chicken? We did run out of chicken, actually. Oh, that's not good. Guys, don't let me forget that. And if you do let me forget that, then I'm gonna have to get a little notepad next to me. We actually ran out of chicken. Oh, that's not good. That's not good! Couldn't find bleach. No way we ran out of bleach. I just bought like Hello? You guys remember earlier when I was telling you that bleach is one of those items that you have to keep like 4 containers stocked in the back room? You guys, I literally had 4 boxes of bleach here before we started the day. And now the bleach is gone. It's just gone. What the hell? I don't understand. I don't understand. Why did that happen? Sorry, guys. Again, multitasking. There we go. Okay, so now they're restocking the store. Couldn't find bleach and chicken. Bleach and chicken both were a problem this go around, guys. It's not good. We're have to reorganize some things to make sure that bleach and chicken don't become a problem again. Um, that's fine. That's fine. They're loving the 30% off the shampoo. Do we have more shampoo here? No. And I meant to fix this. I do remember that. Because the only place that there was shampoo was on the feature. I never had it actually on the sales floor, which was not a vibe. I want to close that before I put it down. Boom. Done it. Oh, everything's looking so good. Okay, are all of the customers gone? How much money did we make today, do you think? Do you think we actually like did okay? 15 products not found. See, I've always been confused about this though. Does that mean 15 unique items were not found? Or does that mean that 15 times somebody could not find something? That's always confused me, if I'm honest with you. But we did make like $5,000 in profit today, almost $9,000 in sales. That feels crazy. Chocolate ice cream has changed price. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Is that this one? Yes. 4.88. $5 is still fine on that. I'm not mad at that. Okay, let's figure out this chicken thing. See, chicken has a whole feature right here, so I'm not really worried about. I'm not really worried about how much room it has on the sales floor. I am worried about how much room it has. Excuse me. I am worried about how much room it has in the back room. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Okay, I'm gonna take one of these chickens so that I can reorganize this back room. So we've got chicken, 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 chicken. I feel like one more chicken isn't gonna cut it. Do you feel? It's just not gonna cut it. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put chicken one, two, three, four, five, six. This is gonna be crazy. Seven, eight, nine, 10. I know! Don't yell at me. I know it. It's crazy. But we don't have it. It ran out, which feels insane, but it did happen. Maybe we just aren't really acknowledging how many customers we truly have. Okay, for bleach, we need to add more bleach here too. Surely 6 containers of bleach is enough. There's no reason why we should ever need more than 6 cases of bleach. Like, that would just be crazy. How did the mayonnaise do? Did we go completely through mayonnaise? No, we're doing pretty good on mayonnaise, actually. We're doing fine on mayonnaise. Okay, so for potatoes, 6 things of potatoes is fine. Are the potatoes okay on the sales floor? Let's get 1, 2 extra cases of potatoes just to be safe. That way we can make sure that they're stocked on the sales floor. God, my stocking team is so good. Look at them just like totally like they're taking care of things. That's awesome. Okay, so chicken and bleach were both a problem last go around. Those were the 2 items that people said were out of stock. And we have now taken chicken, and it's going to take up this entire shelf of back stock instead of just 4 of them. And we've taken bleach, and we've added 2 more things of back stock. So I don't think that chicken or bleach are going to be an issue anymore. Did anything else go like close to out of stock? Mushrooms were kind of pushing it. Onions were fine on. Pears were kind of pushing it on. Rice we're good on. Coffee we're good on. Tea we're good on. I think that everything was fine. Milk I've had an issue with before, but I don't think it was an issue this go around. It looks like mayonnaise was going crazy, but it only looks like that because we have it 30% off. Or 10% off, I'm sorry. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? Guys, I love Supermarket Simulator so much. And I also love so very much this chocolate muffin. I love the song. Okay, you guys are just moving so slow. I guess I'm just gonna come back here and I'm gonna help you move all this stuff in. Actually, I can speed them up, can't I? Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Hello? Speed it up, please. Thank you. You too, Phil. Hans, come here. Where's Bartholomew? There you are. Nope, that wasn't Bart. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Bartholomew! Thank you. I love that you can make them faster now. That wasn't always a thing. Like, that's a recent thing that they've added in. It's so freaking funny. And I love that the way that you speed them up is by punching them. Sometimes you just need a good little punch, you know what I mean? Is this large sushi? It is. Large sushi! Potatoes! Have they refilled the potatoes over here yet? They did. Good job. I find that anytime that I go to double check the stocking guys, it's almost always already done. So maybe I should just stop doing that. Maybe I should stop micromanaging the stocking guys and just let them do their job. Maybe I just need to do that. So potatoes, chicken, bleach. Those are things that I'm realizing every single day. I've just got to order those in bulk. I'm surprised that I don't have to do that with toilet paper. Do you know what I mean? Like, it seems like if those items are selling as quickly as they are, it seems like toilet paper would also go like crazy, but it's not. I think that I should chill out on the shampoo sale. Maybe let's go like 10% off instead. Because we only have two extra cases of shampoo now. Three, sorry. Three extra cases of shampoo. Oh man, I wanna know. They love the sushi stuff too. It would be cool if we could hire a sushi chef. Like have them rolling sushi like behind a bar. That would be cool. Not complaining about what's there already, because the developers of this game have done an awesome job, but it would be cool if we could do that. Okay, so the only thing I have left that's going to restock is bleach. So let's just make sure that we've got everything. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Basically, what's in the stocking room right now, this is how much I know that I need to keep in stock at a time. I know for a fact that these things need to always be replenished. And I try to keep all of the produce completely full because we're eventually going to use it anyways. So produce I try to keep completely full. And then all the other things, if it's one of the small boxes like this, I try to keep them three stocked at a time. I've done chicken. I've done. Have I ordered this already? Yeah, because I ordered the one flour. I did do that already. See, these I try to keep three at a time. If there's two of these, I try to keep them stocked two at a time. The coffee and the tea, I kind of just play by ear. Same thing with the oil. I kind of look at the quantities by that. It's kind of like you just order with your soul. Do you know what I mean? You just order with what your heart thinks is right. Kind of like whenever you cook. We don't cook with measurements. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Two of those. Two of those. That's a vibe. One of those. It amazes me too that bread doesn't go very quickly. But oh, it's so funny to me whenever that fills up. Is the bread too expensive? $3.39. No, I'm charging 3.50. Bread is not crazy, but I almost never have to order bread. In my other playthroughs, I've had to order bread like six cases a day. So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's a. Is it a seed thing? Is that what it is? I don't know. I need you guys to speed it up because I need to open up the day. We got to get $30,000 by the end of today's stream. So I need you guys to make it happen. Speed it up. Where did Hans go? Hans? There he is. So all of this is just to restock the back room. So if that's the case, we can open up. Yeah? And then we've got the self checkouts. So I'm really not worried about. I'm not worried about having to run a register today, I think. I think I'm just going to help them restock this back room. So chicken and bleach were an issue yesterday. We need to make sure, hello, that today chicken and bleach are not a thing. If you're wondering why our floors look like this and why I've chosen this horrendous color, it is because we are OSHA compliant. Should we change the floor color today? Is that a thing that we should do? Do you guys want to do that today? Do we want to make the floor color prettier? I'm open to it. We did this because Colcam wanted us to, which I thought was so freaking funny. OSHA compliance. It was kind of a joke, but now the store's becoming something that it didn't used to be, you know? It's successful, it's making money, customers love it. We've got loyal customer base. Does it really make sense for us to have ugly floors now, you know? Sometimes you do have to compromise safety for money. That's just the reality of it. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes you do have to do that. Okay, chicken goes here. I remember whenever I was working for Walmart, something that blew my mind, which I got it and it made sense, but I just wish that there was other systems in place that could prevent against something like this. But I remember whenever a storm would happen and the store would lose power, everything that was in the dairy section, also the frozen sections. So if it was a refrigerated or a frozen item, and that item dropped below its required temperature. So in the cool sections, the coolers, like the dairies, the cheeses, all that stuff, it has to stay below 30 degrees. If it went up to 31 degrees, health code says all of that product has to be thrown away. Even if it's just out of cold chain for like 5 minutes, it has to be thrown away. So if you have an entire wall of cheese and dairy and yogurt, an entire wall of it, and that wall falls to, let's say on the high end, it gets up to 60 degrees for like 10 minutes because the coolers are broken or because your store lost power. That entire wall of product has to go in the trash can. So the first time that I experienced this, my first inclination was, okay, I want to donate all this stuff. I don't want to just throw it away. I mean, it's only been out of cold chain for like 5 minutes. It certainly hasn't spoiled. So if we can get it to a homeless shelter and they use it within the next week or so, everything will be fine. Um, as long as we handle it like quickly and efficiently and it's not broken out of process. And as long as we're smart about it. And it would not happen. Walmart refused to do it. But I get it. On one hand, it's like, okay, let's say that we do donate all of this yogurt to this homeless shelter. And let's say everyone in this homeless shelter gets sick because of the yogurt that Walmart donated. That does not look good. And it's terrible that all those people got sick. So, like I said, on one hand, I get it. I'm like, oh, I kind of understand where you're coming from. On another hand, I wish someone was smart enough to come up with a better system. Maybe a way that you could check the food, or maybe to say that it has to only be, oh, twinsies. Maybe it can only break out a food chain for like 10 minutes, or a cold chain, I'm sorry. I don't know what the solution is. I just feel like the solution shouldn't be throwing away hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of product. I don't think that should be the solution. Hunger is a real issue in our world, and that seems like simple things like that could be a big fix to it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's just me. You know what I mean? I think it's awesome that as dirty as the store gets and as much business as we bring in a day, literally, Sahari cleans this place on her own. And she rocks it. Like, the reason this place is constantly clean is because of her. She's the goat for sure. Guys, before the stream today, I was watching for the first time. I had never seen it before. I was watching Queso play Wii Sports. Oh my gosh. It's been on my YouTube feed for a while to like say, hey, this happened a year ago. You should watch it. I never saw him play it originally, but I went and I watched it, and I'm telling you, I do not regret it. That was so funny. I did that for probably about 30 minutes today before I streamed while I was scarfing down my no regret spaghetti. And let me tell you, that was freaking hilarious. Because at the very beginning, whenever you launch Wii Sports, they have you jump out of that airplane so you can get used to how the controller works. And he was he's like, ban everybody that said watch out for the tsunami because he was jumping out of an airplane. His self-deprecation humor is just it's priceless. It's so good. Is this even worth keeping? This small little box of mushrooms? Or should I throw it away? This tiny little box of mushrooms. Candy, candy, candy. Candy, candy, candy. Zucchini? Are we doing good on zucchini? Let me help you out, sir. Let me just restock that zucchini a little bit. Make sure we don't miss any zucchini sales. Do you know what? I think the self-checkouts are coping for sure. I think that they're helping. I really don't have to be on a register. Like they're actually able to, as long as I speed them up at the beginning of the day, I really do feel like they can maintain the day. Harry and Barry, I feel like they can maintain the day without me. So proud of them. They've come such a long way. Pasta, pasta. We need more lights over here. Oh, damn it, I have lights. I literally have lights. Yeah, that's better. Yeah? Can y'all see better now? Does this make my people work faster? If I give them lights so they can see the product. Are these guys doing okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And like I said, the self checkouts are helping so freaking much. That's fine where it's at. Dark roast coffee is gonna go right here. Hello? Oh, that's tea. Not me getting mad because it wasn't taking it, but I was literally clicking on the wrong product. Do you know what really gets me in this game is you can walk normal speed, which is like this, which is not the end of the world. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not terrible, but you can walk faster if you hold down shift. So I'm holding down shift with my pinky, and my pinky hurts. As much as I'm playing this game now, my pinky hurts. I logged into Steam today to get ready for streaming, and I saw I've played 159 hours of this game. 159 hours of my life has been spent in Supermarket Simulator. That feels crazy. It does. That feels wild. Cheese, 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 cheese. I mean, what have you spent 159 hours doing that you're questioning? You know what I mean? Sorry, I didn't mean to punch you, Sahari. 159 hours just seems like a lot. But to be honest with you, I don't regret it. Even before I started streaming, this was one of those games that like you could just come home and manage your supermarket. And in a world where it feels like you're not in control, it just kind of feels like you have something to control in a very positive and productive way. And it just feels good. No more zucchini. We cannot fit any more zucchini on the shelf. Zucchini. Guys, the guys are doing so good with keeping the store stocked up. Look at them go. Look at them go. Pardon me while I just eat my muffin. I'm gonna say it. I think we went that entire day without any out of stocks. I do think that, genuinely. I think we went through that entire day without a single out of stock item. Would you guys agree? I really do think that. I think we went that entire day without it. Let's do it. Next thing, zero products not found. That's what I'm talking about. Yesterday was 10 or 15, sorry, not 10. That's freaking awesome. It was the bleach and the chicken. That's what was getting us. We had to up how much we were storing in the back room. That's what we had to do. Okay, what's crazy is as good of a day as that felt, we only made 6,200 bucks with $1,500 in profit. Yesterday we made $9,000 with $5,000 in profit. So one of two things happened. Either there was less customers, which I don't remember how many customers were there yesterday, but today was 80, which was a lot. Or there is less money coming in when I don't have a register open. I do remember in the early versions of this game, that was actually a factor. If I wasn't at the register pumping customers through, something with the algorithm how it manages the seed, it just wouldn't do it. Pablo powdered sugar, milk, and pasta. Excuse me. Let's just use the pricing app because I'm not going to remember which ones are which. 386. Let's do $4. Milk, $4. And then what was the third item? Oh, pop sugar. This just changed price before, like yesterday. Do you know what we haven't done in several days that I've just realized? I can't believe this. We're gonna click this and it's gonna be wild. We haven't paid our bills. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, there goes our profit from yesterday out the door. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. So the guys have completely cleared this, which is good. Let's get this taken care of. 3 things of bleach, 2 of those, 2 toilet papers, 2 carrots. What's up, Drew? Yo, it's baby month. It's baby month. Are you nesting yet? Boom, 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 boom. That's a vibe. Uh, one of those. Get that ordered so they can start stocking it. Um, Sushi is good. That's fine. Yo, Drew, you joined the chat, and all of a sudden, I just have this craving for a pickle. Is that crazy? Like, do you have that effect on most people? Like a pickle with some chamoy on it. Maybe whenever I take a break, that'll be my snack. I'll go grab a pickle. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Horribly. Baby daddy keeps going out of town, and every time he leaves, I rearrange and tear up the whole house. Yes, pickles. Tearing up the house, you do that, girl. You're carrying a human being. 4, 5, 6, 7. You're carrying a human being in your womb. Like, you can rearrange the house as many times as you want. And you know what? Record me saying that and show it to him. I felt that. Man, you're a trooper. Holding a baby in your belly, I will say men take life for granted. Because if there's one thing that I will never have to do in life, I hate to say it, guys. I'm just being real with you. If there's one thing I will never have to do in life, guess what it is? I will never have to carry a baby. At the end of the day, and when I die, there is one thing that I will never have done, and there's nothing that you can do to make me. It's carrying a baby in my belly. I can't do it. That's the issue. I'm supposed to wait for him to move things around, but I'm hard headed. Yeah, but you know, the woman's body is incredible. The things that you will put yourself through to take care of your child, especially from a nesting perspective, that instinctual, I want to my baby to be ready to come into this world, and I want the world to be ready for my baby. I mean, as long as you're being careful, don't do anything stupid. That's how you get hernias. Are you all prepared though? Are you all like hospital ready? And I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see the baby pictures. I can't wait to meet the little one if that's okay. I would love to meet the little one. I'd be happy to come up to that side of town. Dun 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 dun. Have I ordered these already? I have. That's everything. I've done it. It's crazy to think that like you're having a baby. That's awesome. And you're gonna be such a good mom too. That is true. LOL. I guess I'm ready. I don't feel ready, but I have everything. Of course, you'll meet my baby. Oh, stop! I would love to meet your baby. Oh my gosh. But I mean, if you felt like you were ready, maybe that would be complacent. Maybe if you were in the mindset of everything's going to be perfect, I know exactly what I'm doing, maybe that would be a really complacent perspective. So maybe it's a good thing that you don't feel like you're ready. That shows that you have the right mentality. You're going to be such a good mom. I'm so freaking excited for you. You definitely have the taking care of babies experience, you know what I mean? Um I think we're ready to open. And I think I want to do the same thing as yesterday. Is anyone ever ready for childbirth? Like, I still feel like I need an adult. I can just imagine you, like, in the hospital, ready to give birth. There's all these hospitals or all these, like, doctors around you. And you're just, like, talking to them like you're a child and they're the adults and they're, like, telling you what to do. It's like, can I get an adult to give me advice on how to do this, please? Girl, you are grown. You got this. And from what everyone has told me about childbirth, I can tell you honestly, I've never experienced it. uh, but it's very instinctual. Like everyone says that you would be surprised how much your body does for you, and you just submit yourself to it. I mean, what choice do you have, Whether you like it or not, that baby's coming out. Has pregnancy been good so far? Nice, healthy pregnancy? Um, okay, so we've opened up the store for the day. We're gonna let Harry and Barry be sped up because that really makes a difference. And we're gonna help the guys with taking all of this. Oh God, this produce section looks so good. It does. It looks so freaking good. Let's take all this stuff that's over here. What's up, Kim? Hello. Kim, I don't know if you know this or not, but Drew's having a baby and she's telling me about it. Did you know that? Did you know that Drew's having a baby and it's baby month? She's having a baby. Drew's having a baby. And then we were just telling everybody that I'm just going to be real with everybody and I'm going to be honest. I've never experienced childbirth, nor will I ever. So I really don't have I don't have things to say here. You know what I mean? I don't want to have an opinion on something that I will never understand. It blows my mind what the woman's body can go through. Yeah, yeah. True. Yeah, it's been a pretty good pregnancy. I'm glad I'm having a baby boy because I've experienced having brothers. Okay, that's a vibe. Yeah. I mean, it would be cool if we had like a little girl to, dress up and do the little like tutus and stuff. But I with the boy too. I will tell you, my nephew, I remember whenever he was a baby, the destruction can be real. Like, literally, when I tell you, I have memories of my nephew when he was like 2 or 3 years old, just staring at a hallway and going, "Ah!" and running. And that was it. That was it. And he's so very destructive, like, not destructive, but he's a boy. Like, the outside, want to get dirty. That's just how they are. Boys are something else. But back to the childbirth thing. Me and Brandon have talked about this. This kid's gonna be a menace. You should meet his dad. I love that. Let's just maybe raise him to not be a menace. Or if you want a menace child, I mean, you do you, boo. You know what I mean? Let's speed these guys up again. That way we can get as much money as possible. Um, but me and Brandon were talking about this recently, and being, of course, a male that cannot have a baby, that is not something that I can do. If there's one thing that I cannot do in this world, it is give birth to a child. I can't do it. As much as I try, I just can't do it. So we were talking about surrogacy and just like what our options are, because we do want kids in the future. And surrogacy, guys, at minimum, I mean, a cheap surrogacy to have somebody carry your child for you, and you're not forcing somebody to do this. They volunteer themselves up to do this, and it's a service that people offer. And sometimes you do surrogacy through somebody that's really close to you, like a family member. Surrogacy at minimum costs $30,000. And so me and him were talking about this whenever we were looking at just like what this might cost and what we should prepare for. And yeah, surrogacy costs 30 grand. But to be honest with you, when you really think about it, how profitable is that really for the individual? Like, they're taking their entire body for 9 months and they're putting themselves through childbirth and pregnancy. And a lot of that stuff has permanent effects on your body. I mean, it blows my mind that people will look at things like surrogacy and be like, "Oh my God, that's expensive." Like, is it a high value in dollar? Sure. But you're literally putting your body through childbirth at the benefit of somebody else. So whenever they say, "Hey, yeah, this is going to cost you 30 grand," do I have 30 grand to spend on something like that? Absolutely not. But at the end of the day, am I going to argue with that price? No. Like, there are a lot of surrogates that will charge like $150,000. And I'm like, you know what? I get it. I get it. And then on top of the 150 grand, that doesn't even include like healthcare, like actually going to doctor's appointments and making sure that the baby is healthy and then paying for the actual birth, like those hospital bills, the insurance. That thing is not even included in the surrogacy fee usually. And I get it. Like, not even mad at that. I'm not even arguing with it. It's expansive. That's just renting the space. That's that. First of all, that's a crazy way to put it. And me, a male, there's no way I could say that. But if you wanted to put it that way, yes, you could think of it as that's just the rental fee. That's just booking the room. You know what I mean? Like, that's just going on Expedia and saying, "Hey, I need the room." That's not even including like the resort fees, the taxes, the state fees. That's not even doing all that. You know what I mean? You need help. Oh, okay. Bruce has got you. Bruce has got you. That's not Bruce. That's Marlon. Marlon's got you. You have an issue with storage. In search of uterus to find rent in nice for rent in nice area. Can you imagine like what that would look like as a Zillow listing? Renting the uterus. That sounds like the name of a documentary. It is wild though. Like when you look into the cost of surrogacy or like even adoption, if I'm honest with you. I mean, it is expensive. There are two things that me and Brandon are preparing for that are just we know they're going to cost money. And I'm not saying that they shouldn't cost money. When I say this, I'm not complaining. I'm not like, "Oh, these things should be free." The two things that we know are going to cost money for us is our wedding and having a child. So if there are two things that we're saving for, those are the two things. I wonder if you can find surrogates on Craigslist. Is that a thing? Maybe those are the $30,000 surrogates, the ones that you find on Craigslist. Do-do-do-do-do-do. This is the vibe, guys, to be honest with you. Like ordering all this stuff at the beginning of the day and having enough cashiers to where they can just run things, let them bring in the dough. And while they're bringing in the dough, I'm unloading the truck. Which, when you think about it, this is literally how Walmart works. Literally how Walmart works. Drew, just curious, through your pregnancy, how has your sleep schedule been? I know that pregnancies aren't necessarily comparative, but I do kind of wonder if you relate to your mom's pregnancy at all. Because for a while with Caleb, sleep was like not a thing for your mom. Also, she had really weird cravings for Greek yogurt. Are you craving Greek yogurt at all? LOL, pay for my wedding and I'll be your surrogate. Look, that's kind of a value deal. Talk about a bundle. Look, what Kim just offered me was a BOGO. Okay? Talking about things from an egg rot more perspective, buy one, get one free. She just offered me a BOGO for childbirth. She's like, pay for my wedding and I will have your child for you. BOGO deals with Kim. First of all, does Reese know that you've offered this up? Does Reese know about this? Good all the way up until the end. No, I've always eaten weird stuff, so I don't really know, honestly. I had a short tomato mixed with pickles phase, though. Tomatoes mixed with pickles. So, like, acid and acid, that's crazy. A $10,000 wedding is cheap. Like, the more that I look at wedding costs, the more me and Brandon are like, maybe the courthouse. You know what I mean? So, Reese knows about this. Reese knows that you're my surrogate now. Got it. Just kidding. Oh my goodness, I wouldn't put you through that. And I feel like I would just see a different side of you that maybe would be scary. I mean, think about it. It's more than just having the child, and it's even more than just hanging out with you while you're pregnant. It's going to the doctor's appointments and doing like the health checks and the visits. I mean, yeah, it's a lot. I was super worried about having a giant baby because my mom had Jesse and he was like 10 pounds. Yeah, 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 yeah. Are you having that issue at all? Are you having jumbo baby? Is there a jumbo baby coming? Literally, JJ came out like Mr. Incredible. I was trying to explain to somebody today. LOL, I gotta exercise. I was trying to explain to somebody the other day how big JJ was. And I was like, you guys, we used to call him Sumo Baby. Like, you don't understand. Like, he was literally 2 years old, and I cannot make this up. He was the size of a 6 year old. He was the size of a 6, 7 year old. The stroller that we were putting him in was made for a 6, 7 year old to like go through the zoo with. It wasn't made for a 2 year old. Like he was a jumbo baby. And now he's just like sprung up. Estimated around 8 pounds. That's still a big baby. Right now he's like 6 and 9, and you have a few weeks to go. It's hard to explain without pictures. He was so big in the roles. It is very hard to explain JJ without pictures. I agree with that. And I don't have very many pictures of when he was young like that, so it's just hard to explain. It's like I don't know how to explain to you. It wasn't just a big baby. Like it's like whenever I try to explain to people what my role was in church, it's like I don't know how to explain to you that like yes, I was a volunteer in church, but there's more than that. Do you know what I mean? Like it was more than that. 67. What do you mean? 67. Are you doing the 6 7 thing? Because if so, I just might ban you. Me either. That boy would get mad and sock the crap out of you. You definitely what ran the church. Aw. I don't know about ran it. I contributed for sure. Underpaid. If JJ got mad and that dude threw a kick, oh my gosh. I remember in your mom's expedition putting JJ. into his car seat when he was like sumo 3 years old. And if he was mad and he didn't have like his mashed potatoes or something, that kid would like kick. I mean, like hardcore kick you. And it always like hit you in your chest or in your tit. Oh my gosh. Ran it? Well, maybe they should have showed a little bit more appreciation and less prejudice if that was really the case. I said what I said, and I'm not ashamed. I said what I said. Okay, is this good? Can we go to the next day? They're restocking the store now, which is fine. I think that we're going to have another day of zero out of stock items. He shot you in the face with a dodgeball launcher and put a domino in it. I don't know about that. I don't know about that moment, but that sounds horrible. Like, by comparison, Caleb was such a sweet baby. Look at all these price changes. Holy cow. Hot sauce, french fries, brown sugar, and pears. Kim, you got here just in time. You missed it. Um, I had not done paying my bills in like 3 days. Like 4 days, 3 or 4 days. Guys, let's take the shampoo off of sale. It doesn't need to be on sale anymore. The mayonnaise 10% off is killing it. We're doing great with the 10% off mayonnaise. Let's do our price changes. Pricing. Let's come up here. Pricing. Hello? Did I miss one? Oh, the more that I think about Sumo Baby, the more that I get happy. He was such a good kid. Like, despite how much we joke around about it, he really was a good kid. I miss them being that small. They're not that small anymore. 375 because we always round up to the next quarter. 977. We're gonna go $10 on the pears. $10 for a case of pears. I guess that's not the end of the world. Management, pay our bills. That way, assistant manager Kim doesn't yell at me. We're getting closer to our $30,000. High school and public school. Like, come on. Let's not downplay that. Okay? Let's not downplay the public school. Let's not do that. Okay? Yo, what's up? Look at him working. Come on, Hans. Let's go. You know what I came across my other day? Or the other day, sorry, not me not being able to talk. Let's go and open up. My register's still closed. Let's take Barry and Harry and speed them up. They're doing good. And let's restock the back room. He's got way now confidence than he did in school. Oh yeah. I was more worried than I think. Do you remember Kim? Drew? You remember Kim, right? My bestie Kim, the one that I used to do like after work at Walmart Denny's trips with. I came across my I won't say like live on here because I just don't want everyone to know exactly where I live. But that one semester that I went to school in that one school district, whenever we lived with you, I found my student ID. And oh my God, that was rough. Like, my driver's license photo looks like okay, but also kind of look hot in that picture. I'm not mad at it. But my student ID from that school district, oh my God. I look like a serial killer. Like it was bad. My hair was all sorts of messed up. The photo ID is like all pixelated and messed up. That was a wild semester. Like, why in the world did I look like that? And who let me, by the way, live life wearing that baggy of clothes? And it wasn't like cute baggy, it was ugly. I looked bad. What's up, Reese? Hello. Like, I looked bad. It did not look good. Kim, I'm holding you accountable for that. Why in the world was I dressed that way and nobody said anything? Yellow. Drew, your fashion sense was incredible. I'll hold you accountable too. Why did nobody say anything? I look back at pictures and I'm like, yo, I would have punched me in the face in high school. Like, it was so bad. Three, one, two, three, four. You were listening to someone else at the time and not me. Oh my gosh. Stop. You're going to make my face go red because I know exactly what you're talking about. Why are you just throwing shade like that? And that was heavy shade, by the way. That wasn't even like light shade. Like, you threw some shade just then. Okay, well, I'll hold that person accountable too. Why didn't they say anything? Because I looked like a hobo. I looked like a freaking hobo. Two of those. This system is working, guys. Like, being able to have the guys run the store and then me just restock the back room during the day. This is how we're getting money. Do you know what I mean? This is how we're getting money. My favorite part was the random "Hey girl" text when I was at youth group. You're listening to someone else at the time. Dude, you should see Jesse's new look. Hold on, sorry. I'm just gonna really quick. I'm gonna order this. I'm gonna finish reading that in just a second. One, two. I don't want to fall behind. We finally need some bread. That's fine. And that's all good. Okay. They've got stuff stocked. Let's get these guys powered up. There we go. Look at the store. It's packed in here. Dude, you should see Jesse's new look. Since he started public school, he likes to wear traffic t-shirts under crazy looking button ups with bizarre patterns on them. I love that style. Yeah, yeah, graphic. That's what I thought you meant. My favorite part was the random "Hey girl" text. OMG, yes. Fiance's friends dress like. That's funny. Uh, not youth. I'm at youth camp. I almost fought so many people. Youth camp was crazy. That one year at youth camp where I almost lost my job. That was a crazy time. I wasn't even at youth camp. Crazy times, man. Can we just talk about the fact that during those times, I was working Walmart 4 p.m. to 1 a.m. And I'm not bragging on this, by the way. That's not my intention here. I'm just acknowledging the fact that I was so tired, and there's no reason why I was such a jerk at that time. Like, I shouldn't have been a jerk, but I get why my brain was working that way. 4 p.m. to 1 a.m., I was working at Walmart as a manager, and then I would show up to work as a church secretary at 8 o'clock in the morning and do that until 1 p.m. I mean, yeah, I was freaking tired. Or no, no, I would do 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. and then do 4:30 to 1 at Walmart. I mean, I was tired. I was doing that 5 days a week. I can literally hear in your voice, "Hey girl," when I read that. That's crazier. You weren't even there. Yeah, I wasn't even there. I wasn't even at youth camp, and that was still a thing. That actually came up in therapy this week, believe it or not. Blows my mind how you can think something is processed and think that you've worked through something in entirety, and then years later it'll come up and you're like, you know what? There's actually a little piece of that still there. Are these guys doing good? Um. Oh my God, we're out of tomatoes. Is he restocking the tomatoes? Yes, guys. We actually might have an alert for no tomatoes. That might actually be an issue for today. We might actually have one out of stock item. The mayonnaise, they're loving it. Bleach. Did we run out of bleach? Huh. I think maybe I reopened too soon. I think that's what happened. Is there bleach in here somewhere? I'm looking for a big box, guys. Do you see a big box of bleach? I actually don't. I think that we've actually gone through all of the bleach. Yeah, we did. Guys, we ran out of bleach and we ran out of tomatoes today. Oh, what a fail. What a fail. Guys, what do you have going on this week? Drew, when is your due date? What she says, like, oh, I'm due today. Imagine Drew in chat right now. She's like, BRB guys going into labor. The 27th? Oh my gosh. So wait, a spooky baby? A spooky baby? That's a vibe. You know, me and Brandon's anniversary is on Halloween on the 31st. So all of our celebrations this time of year are all like based off of spooky stuff. She's in labor as we speak. And you think he's going to be late? Do you just get that vibe? Is that a thing? Does your body just tell you, like, I think he's going to want to stick around for a while? Hmm. I can't get pregnant. I've tried. Ooh, a little Halloween baby. Bleach. Damn it! Someone complained about us not having bleach. That makes me so mad. All of Danny's family was born in October. His brother, the 12th, Danny and his sister's birthday was today, and his daughter's birthday was on the 5th. We spent so much money this month. That literally sounds like such an expensive month. It does. Drew, I don't know if you know this or not, but in chat, if you type in exclamation point beep boop, you can spawn a little robot at the bottom. And if you do, I will hug you. I can send my little robot over to you and we can hug. And we still have to pay for Halloween. So, like, you mean like costumes and stuff, Halloween? Have you done this Spirit Halloween this year? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exclamation point beep boop. There you go. Look, there you are. There you are. I don't know what this outfit is. You've got horns for some reason. You can click on the stream avatar's little button on the right side of the stream, and then you can decorate your robot too to whatever you want it to be. It's easier to do on a computer, if I'm honest with you. Look, 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 and then I can do this. Hug the Rue new Drew. There you go. Look, look, look. Now watch what happens. Look, look, look. Here it comes. It's happening. Here I come. I'm coming to you. We've hugged. Oh my gosh, that's the first time we've hugged in years. Yeah, if you whip out your computer, it's easier to do on a computer. I don't know if you can see it on a phone or not, but on the right side of the stream, there's a thing that says SA in purple. It stands for Stream Avatars. And if you, I know on a computer, you can click on it and super easy. You can go through there and you can change your little robot thing. You can put on a cape, you can put on a hat, you can put on glasses, and it saves it for next time you're in here. Look, sometimes you just have to talk through the trauma. Do you know what I mean? This is what happens when your parents get divorced. You just don't hug your siblings for a long time. That's just the reality of it. We know this, not only just with each other, but with others. Do you know what I mean? You just don't hug your siblings for a while, years sometimes. And I'm finding too, not just with siblings, but with friends. As I get older, it's becoming more and more appropriate for people to move away. And when people move away, I mean, you don't see these people for years. It just happens. After the divorce, it's safe to say that my life went very wrong. It seems like things are piecing together, though. I have always said if things didn't go wrong in my life, I wouldn't have a reason to be thankful for the things that went right. I'll say that again. If things didn't go wrong in my life, I wouldn't have a reason to be thankful for the things that went right. So I blame them for my felonies. Okay, pause. Okay, pause. Let's just take a step back and let's talk about accountability a little bit. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kidding. I don't know your situation. Can you imagine though showing up in court and being like, yo, but my parents, do you know what I mean? Let me just tell you what happened. And then the judge is like, okay, actually, let me just like dismiss all these charges. I have learned because I used that as a crutch growing up. I did. Um, Not as much as I could have, but I used it as a crutch saying, oh, well, I'm going through this trauma. So because I'm going through this trauma, I have the right to say this. And I have the right to do these things. And I have the right to have this mentality because what I'm going through is terrible. And I've learned after just doing so much research and especially going through therapy, sweetie, 90% of America has a broken family at home. And it's like, drug addict parents, alcoholic parents, narcissistic parents, um, parents in prison. This is a thing that is very common in the US. The rest of the world, not so much, by the way. But in the US, yes, this is very common. Um, I think it's just all about how you decide to handle it. And to be honest with you, Drew, it looks like you landed on your feet, and I'm excited for you, or you're landing on your feet. And I think this mom thing is going to be incredible for you. I'm so excited. Your Honor, this is because of what happened years ago. If I'll just remind you, sir, my stepdad and my mom, they got divorced a few years ago, and that's why I've made the decisions that I've made today. So if you could just excuse me for all my wrongdoing, please, I would just greatly appreciate that. If only it was that simple. And I can't really relate to that because I've never been to prison. Knock on wood. We'll see who pisses me off next. Maybe I'll end up there. I don't think I could survive in prison. I'm too cute. I'd get into prison, and first thing they would do is hand me a bar of soap. Okay, let's see how we did. They have all this stuff that they have to put back into the room. Hmm. I thought that they were going to be able to handle that, but they really didn't, to be honest with you. 11 products not found. So I think that was the bleach. Damn it. I'm not happy about that. That actually makes me so mad that that happened. But it is what it is. 550 is still fine for that. That makes me so mad that we had out of stock items. That actually like hurts my soul, to be honest with you. And bleach. Okay, let's let the guys catch up on stocking the store. Yeah? And I think we're at like day 3 since we did a major stocking order. So it's probably about time for us to just go crazy. Fight? Are you saying that I should fight in prison? Because I think we all know I'm not a fighter. I don't know how to. Brandon has tried teaching me, and I just don't have the hand-eye coordination. Very true. I'm very thankful for everything I've been through, and this family I've got here is pretty great. That's freaking awesome. It really is. That's freaking awesome. Can we talk about you saying "I believe in you" as we're talking about the potential of me being in prison? Woo! Go, Tristan! You can survive. That's crazy. How much is the next license? I will show you. First things first. I'm the realist. Just kidding. Let me pay my bills so that assistant manager Kim does not yell at me. So the goal is to be able to get alcohol. The next license is $3,500, and we can get blonde beer in a 6 pack, a keg, or just a bottle. And we could also get Lager beer in a bottle. It also has vodka in this license, so I'm calling it the alcohol license. But on top of the alcohol, we can also get some chips and some hummus. So I want to expand the store when I do this next license because I want to have an alcohol aisle or an alcohol section. So 3,500 gets us the license, and then 16,500 is the next expansion. So $20,000 gets us the license and the expansion. So when you talk about how much money we need to buy the product, because alcohol is expensive, the kegs are expensive. I do remember that. And how much money we're going to need to expand the store and also to be able to restock. I think that I need probably $25,000, $30,000. $40,000 is maybe reaching. $50,000. Oh my god, that's wild. I'm thinking 30. I think 30,000, but the 30,000. I'm thinking 30 grand gets us like in a good spot. You know? Do we think so? Do we think that we'll be able to reach the $30,000 goal today? I mean, we have until 11. I think that's doable. Pasta, 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 pasta. We sell so much pasta, it's crazy. There's actually like three more types of pasta that we can eventually get to. Yogurt. Boom. Let's help them just put all this stuff away. The mayonnaise sale is killing. They're loving the 10% off the mayonnaise. We're selling so much mayo, it's crazy. Pasta is so versatile. Same. Today I made spaghetti. Kim, I don't think you were here to hear this story, so I will tell you this story again. Today's stream started off incredibly chaotic. So, what happened was, if you don't know this, I love spaghetti. Spaghetti is my favorite meal of all time, and it always will be. And on stream days, almost always, I just eat out because I don't have time to cook whenever I get home. I get off work at 6:30 and I'm usually home by like 6:40, 7 o'clock. And so that only leaves me an hour until 8 o'clock. And it's not a lot of time to be able to make a meal. So I never cook on stream days. Very rarely do I cook on stream days. And today I was on the way home and I was like, where am I going to stop to eat? Is it going to be Cane's? Am I going to do Wingstop? Like, what am I going to do? And the thought came in my mind, what if I made spaghetti, knowing that spaghetti is just going to take me like 15, maybe 30 minutes. And once that thought was in my head, there was no going back. I knew that I was making spaghetti for dinner. And when I did, I got home. I had to stop by Kroger because I had to get the ground beef that, of course, I had not set out. And then I ended up making my spaghetti, which I do not regret at all. It was so freaking good. And I'm going to have more of it after today's stream. But I was rushing so hard. Like it was like 7:45 and I'm like scarfing down my spaghetti and I was scarfing down my food. I'm watching queso and I'm getting ready for the stream, choosing my playlist. Like I'm just doing all the things at once. So stressed, but I'm telling you it was so worth it because I had my spaghetti. So freaking worth it. But cooking on stream days is just not it. It's not it. But it was so freaking good. And it felt productive because I went to Kroger and on my way home, I decided that I was going to stop at the Kroger gas station and use my fuel points to fill up my gas tank because, you know, it'd be like that. I needed gas. And I didn't want to lie to myself and tell myself that I would get gas in the morning because if you tell yourself you're getting gas in the morning, all you're doing is just lying to yourself. Rice, rice, rice. Have you tried crock pot dinners? What do you mean by that? Like cooking dinner in a crock pot? What do you mean? Okay, so I think now you love your crock pot. I wish 4, 5. I wish that I used my crock pot more, to be honest with you. I think where I struggle with the crock pot is that I don't trust myself to leave the crock pot on when I'm not home, which I get that that's like the entire idea, right? Leave work at 9, come home at like 7 or 8, and then dinner will be ready. I get that that's what it's designed for, but I can't trust myself to leave it on when I'm not home. So I only use my crock pot if I'm doing like a pot roast on my day off. Yeah, there's so many recipes you can find where you can prep it, leave it on low in the mornings and before work, and by the time you get home, dinner's ready. Yeah, and I grew up on crock pot dinners. Like my mom was so good with the crock pot, and she was freaking incredible at it. Now, granted, she was using the crock pot so that she could be high all day and not have to worry about dinner because it would just be done. But crock pot dinners, man, it's where it's at. Yeah. And even like things like pot roast. I mean, you just turn on a crock pot and at the end of the day, dinner's ready and it's so freaking good. And we were fed. And you know what? And you know what? At the end of the day, we were fed. I will give her that. At the end of the day, we were fed. Okay, do. I just want to get all this stuff ordered, and then I'm gonna go take a quick potty break. But I want to get this stuff ordered. That way, it's done. Did I order this stuff already? I don't think so. If I did, it's okay. Look, now they have all this stuff they have to stock. Let me speed these guys up before I go. You guys, I'm gonna speed these guys up and I'm gonna let you watch them stock the store. But I'm just gonna go on a quick little potty break and I will be right back. Is that okay with everybody? Am I allowed to go potty? Do I need to raise my hand and like ask for permission really quick? Assistant Manager Kim, can you cover my register so that I can go potty really quick, please? No. You guys, don't go anywhere. I will be right back. We're gonna let the guys stock the store. Permission denied. Am I gonna get fired for going potty anyways? I hope not. I gotta go so bad. I'll be right back. Hello? It's me. Not that you're surprised. Of course it's me. Of course it's me. What's up, guys? It's me. I went potty, if you care at all. I also had a big, huge bite of my muffin, and I stretched. And the stretching felt really good. And my Apple Watch is satisfied. It says that I've stood up whenever it kept yelling at me to stand up. A whole tub of ice cream? What flavor? Oh, that sounds like such a vibe. God, I want to be pregnant so bad. Okay, guys, there's still so much out here. What are you doing just standing there? Over the last 45 minutes, vanilla. Just regular old vanilla. Regular old vanilla. Not like a rocky road or a butter pecan. Plain old, plain old Jane Manila. They were running. Not anymore. The boss is back and they've slowed down. Tell you, this is what happens when your employees just don't care about your business. Do you know what I mean? You don't have to be pregnant to eat a whole tub. You're allergic to tree nuts now. Is that a pregnancy thing? That sounds horrible. Do you have to carry around an EpiPen? Is an EpiPen part of your day-to-day life now? I've missed a stalker. There's one that I haven't punched. Where are they at? Here he is. Hans! Me in Walmart. I actually found that out a few years ago when I was 19. I ate an almond and almost died. Oh my God. Like, did you go into anaphylactic shock? That sounds terrifying. Oh my gosh. Ooh. How did you go 19 years without knowing? That is just like kind of crazy. Yeah, that sounds so scary to go into anaphylactic shock. And it's different for everybody, like how fast your throat closes up and so scary. When I was working with kids, I was so thankful that I never had to experience an EpiPen situation. Like, ugh. Imagine living life blissfully eating nuts and all of a sudden it tries to kill you. For real. Like, I've lived my life adoring you, and then all of a sudden you try to kill me? What the hell even is that? That's most things in life, though. You spend your life adoring something, and then it ends up being the thing that bites you in the ass. Okay, let's make sure that we're squared away here. No out of stock items. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like traumatized forever. I know for sure I'm allergic to almonds, but I won't risk any other nut now. I'm sure. I'm sure after you experience something like that, you're like, you know what? What if I just never eat ever again? What if I'm just fed through a tube for the rest of my life? If that's the thing that I need to do to not risk death, I'll take it. Um, two of those, 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 four of those, two of those, two of those. It's crazy that I'm still ordering stuff. Like, I just ordered so much, and I thought it was me being totally restocked, but apparently not. Let's get one more of each of these. Let's get those are fine. That's fine. That's fine. How are we doing on produce? Produce is all good. Bleach is not good. I'm missing one. Okay. Okay. Golly, we've spent so much money. Let's open up. Harry, Barry, lock in. It's time to get into it. I wish that you guys could join me in playing this game. I wish that in chat you could do like exclamation point join or exclamation point work or something like that, and then you would be able to like run a register. That'd be so cool. You can do things like that in Water Park Simulator. it makes one of the NPCs have your name above them. That would be cool. I want assistant manager Kim in real life. For real, you're like emptying shelves, changing prices, putting everything on sale, being so chaotic. I could see you doing that. Kim, do you know what I was trying to tell someone about the other day? And it's one of those things where you can't really explain it unless you were just there. But I was trying to explain to somebody how good that sandwich shop was that you worked at. Like Subway just doesn't hit the same since having them. Do you know what I mean? How are they doing? Do you know how those owners are doing? Do you talk to them at all? They were so nice. They were nice people. Golly, the store is just getting packed. Like they just have customers coming out the wazoo. Speaking of the zoo, I want to go to Zoo Lights this year. Can I be honest? I've never been. I've always wanted to go, but I've never actually made the plans and like executed it and gone. I've always wanted to do Zoo Lights, but I've never. Hello? I've never actually gone and done Zoo Lights. I want to. Penny profit on everything. Kim, you can't do that. You can't do penny profits on everything. How are you going to get a paycheck if that's what we're doing? I'll tell you what, if I find out we're doing penny profits on everything, the first person's paycheck to be cut is yours. Um, there's that. Boom. Eggs. Boom. I'm so excited for this spaghetti, y'all. I didn't quite have time to go get spaghetti on my little break, but and you'll still show up. Did I know that Jesse watches my live stream sometimes? I did not know that. That makes my heart so happy. I miss him. Whenever he came and visited for a little bit and we went to that arcade, oh my gosh. Such a good kid. I miss our little crew being able to get together. Do you know what I was thinking about? I was thinking, how cool would it be if just a sibling thing, like not even parents. It was fun to go on a cruise with my stepmom and my dad and like that whole crew. But how fun would it be for us to just go as siblings? Like just me, you, Kristen, JJ, and Caleb. Like how fun would that be? Like we would really tear some shit up. Like we haven't all been in the same room in years, dude. And we're all old enough to enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, we would be old enough to enjoy it. I want to go on a cruise again so bad. I'm going on a cruise this upcoming year because I have a friend that is getting married, and for her bachelorette party, she wants to do like a 2 or 3 day cruise. Cheese is too expensive. What's wrong with the cheese? 254. That's not expensive. Come on. You've got the money. Stop complaining. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So she wants to go on like a 2 or 3 day cruise with Carnival, like all of us together as a group. Her bridal party is 9 people, by the way. So it's going to be a fun little group of a lot of really fun people, a big group of people. It's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going on a cruise next year. And I'm like, I want to go on one with like my siblings. I've committed to doing at least one cruise a year after going on the one that I went. They're so fun. It's like a whole new way to vacation. God, me and Kristen got so drunk some nights. It was crazy. For real. Just tell me when you're in town. You gotta meet Brandon. He's a pretty cool guy. I like to think he's pretty neat. You know what I mean? He's a pretty good guy. I made a mess. I got crumbs on my keyboard. A margarita sounds so good. Girl, if you drink, yes. You know what's crazy though is I really don't drink all that often, especially coming from the perspective of having an alcoholic dad, a recovering alcoholic dad. I don't really drink all that often. I maybe drink once a month or two, and it's always social. And I don't like the feeling of being drunk. Like that's not my thing. I don't enjoy it. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing you're not having it, you know? If your pregnancy craving is alcohol, it's a good thing that you're not fulfilling that. Go you. It's 8 o'clock. It's clean out here. This is beautiful. Shampoo no longer needs to be on sale. The mayonnaise is like selling like hotcakes, man. The mayonnaise is selling like crazy. It's only 10% off. I don't as much as I used to, but I do enjoy some Mexican food in a margarita. For real. For real. I could go for some stacked enchiladas. I make Mexican food at home now. Some enchiladas. I can do some enchilada action. I can do some carne asada. I can do some enchilada de pollo with salsa verde. I could do tostada de tinga. I can do gorditas. I can do Mexican food at home now. What I haven't had in forever that I was talking to Brandon about the other day that I said I want to do is fajita pobre. I've not done fajita pobre in a long time. Oh yeah. Well, Brandon's Mexican, so falling in love with a Mexican man, I had to learn how to cook Mexican food. Got to keep it authentic, you know what I mean? You got to keep it authentic. Believe it or not, this white boy can cook Mexican food. It was so funny that it did not allow that. Hello, we made fajita pobre for lunch last week. Oh my gosh! I need to do it. What I do now, though, to be honest with you, is I've learned it doesn't really make sense to get skirt steak from like HEB and then do your own marinade. Going to Michoacana and getting fajita para los tacos in marinade already, or getting like pastor already in the marinade, it makes so much more sense to go to Michoacana, and it's so much cheaper. And it comes pre-seasoned and pre-marinated. I mean, I'm talking like a pound of fajita para los tacos in marinade is like get that for like $6 or $7 at Michoacana. If you added up that meat and all of the seasonings that it takes to make the marinade at home, like you're saving $2 or $3 just getting it pre-made at Michoacana. And you can go get it like fresh the day you're gonna cook that meal. It just makes so much more sense. Look, redneck food is good too. I remember whenever Ben was alive, the thing that Ben could do really well was this is so crazy. You don't know about redneck. We used to go to this park, and the dogs would go and they would play in the water at this park. And my mom and my stepdad, Ben, he would go and we would all do this thing whenever I was younger, and it would be a vibe. And we used to have chili dogs whenever we went and did this park thing. And I love a good chili dog, okay? So nice canned chili with some sprinkled cheese, maybe some sour cream. Come on, like it's gonna be good. And what we used to do is we used to take the Tupperware container of the chili and we would put it in the car engine. And in the car engine, that's how it would heat up the. Oh, thank you so much for sharing the live. I really appreciate that, S16. And thanks for the follow, James. That's amazing. What's up, Cook Chanel? Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. But we used to take this like Tupperware container with chili inside of it, and we, We literally would heat it up in the car engine, and that's how we would heat it up. So we'd leave the car running, we would go play at the park or whatever, and then we would come back and our chili would be heated. But now that I'm thinking back on that, being older now, it's like, do you know what? I kind of feel like maybe we were eating some carbon monoxide. You know what I mean? Maybe there was some carbon monoxide poisoning involved in this. Coco Chanel, why don't you join the Beep Boop party? Do exclamation point Beep Boop. It's completely free. You have a little robot that shows up at the bottom of the screen. You can animate it with your own character and your own hats and all that good stuff. It'd be fun. Oh my goodness. What redneck things do you have, Drew? What redneck stories do you have? What else would we do that was so redneck? My mom made some redneck mac and cheese. There was redneck spaghetti, which is Hunt's tomato sauce, which my older sister still makes. I mean, oh my gosh, the redneck stuff actually does not sound that bad. But also, if you get into like the Louisiana redneck side of things, then you can get some really good redneck, like Cajun foods. Come on, it can go crazy. Do you guys think that we went the entire day without any out of stocks? I actually do. I do think we went the entire day without any out of stock items. 82 satisfied customers. That's so many customers. That's awesome. Yesterday was 80. I gotta make sure redneck is not a blocked word anymore. Uh, just to keep your tortillas in the counter and not cook them before eating. I did used to do that. That was a thing that did happen. I don't have a lot of redneck food stories. He's really good at frying things though, and cooking meat in general. Yes, the redneck vibes for grilling. Oh my gosh, it could be so freaking good. But yes, I did used to take. By the way, not just my flour tortillas, my corn tortillas, flour as well though. And I used to just keep them on my counter and eat them as is. I didn't know that you were supposed to heat them up. That was white boy before he fell in love with a Mexican. Do you remember your dad making omelets in a bag? He still does that. That is a thing that he still does. And do you know what's crazy, Drew? And I think you'll agree with me this. They're not bad. I remember he saw it on Facebook and yeah, he saw it on Facebook and he thought it was the best thing. And they're not bad. Your dad has always been the worst cook though. You guys, so my dad comes from a prison background. He spent a lot of time in jail, and he used to tell me what I'm doing now. By the way, you guys, I'm not just stalling. I'm literally just waiting for them to finish stocking the store. Um, my dad comes from like a prison background, and he used to tell me stories about um, what do they call them? I forget what they called them, but they essentially took like all this like junk food and they lay it out on a black trash bag on a table, and then that's what they ate for dinner. Like their bougie dinner was that. They called it like a spread or something like that. So my dad used to make leftover spaghetti. What did he call it? He called it spaghetti surprise. My dad used to make us spaghetti surprise, and what this was spaghetti noodles. Cooked it with some butter, so like some butter noodles. If he was feeling bougie, he would add some pepper in there. And what he would do is he would take all the leftovers for the week, and he would take those leftovers and mix them with those noodles, and that's how we had that's what we had was spaghetti surprise. It was all the leftovers for the week mixed with just butter noodles. And sometimes it was good because sometimes we had leftover spaghetti or leftover chicken Alfredo. Um, but other times we had like leftover sausage and leftover mac and cheese. And we would mix all these things together and it just was not good. It wasn't good. I got out of prison with some weird habits too. I get it. Spreads, they're called spreads. Thank you for the education. I did not know this before, but now I know it. How do you make a brick or a spread? They would literally just take like all this junk and put it out on a black trash bag, is what he told me. I guess they got it from commissary. I don't know. I'm not a prison expert by any means. We also ate so much ramen in that house. Look, Brandon is a huge fan of sopita maruchan. That's what we call it in the Hispanic world. And sopita maruchan, he just eats it plain, like just regular old chicken sopita maruchan. I make ramen, and so I did this like the other night, and he was like, "No, no, no, I don't like that." He wants just the simplistic sopita maruchan by itself, the chicken flavor. I got the beef sopita maruchan, the soup in a cup, and I add lime. I did this literally last night. It was so freaking good. I had lime. I had Valentina hot sauce, Frank's if I have it. It's got to have some cilantro, and it's got to have some fish sauce. Get that, mix it in there. It will take your sopita maruchan to the next level. You want actual ramen? That's how you do it, not just the cup noodles. Kristen was great at it. She still is. She could take a package of ramen. I mean, she can go crazy with the noodles. She can. Like, she can go wild with the noodles, making that into like actual ramen. She would go crazy enough with the noodles that she would literally take ramen, make it the way that I just talked about, but then she would boil an egg and put it in there. Kristen would literally take ramen, boil an egg, and put it in there. So freaking good. I remember cooking at Mike's house and having to buy and bring everything because Mike didn't really have anything. We don't have, we didn't have supplies like that. We just didn't. We didn't have cooking supplies. He still talks about your empanadas to this day. I remember I literally said the other day, I said, "Oh, thank you so much for following. I really appreciate that." Uh, AHMDBG. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm so sorry. Maybe just type in the chat how I'm supposed to pronounce it. But I literally told my dad the other day, I was like, "Yeah, Kim got engaged." And he goes, "Kim, empanada Kim?" And I'm like, "Yeah, empanada Kim." Empanada Kim did in fact make the the empanadas, and she's also engaged, by the way. Tristan bought like a smaller mixer for salsa, not empanada Kim. Literally, Umed. Ah, okay, okay, Umed. Sorry about that, but thanks. I appreciate you hopping in. Yeah, yeah, empanada Kim. That's what he calls you. He calls you empanada Kim. Are they still restocking this store? This is taking forever. But it gets to a point where you get so high up in this game where it's like it just takes them forever to restock everything. But I learned by not letting them restock first that you have too many things out of stock. So you just kind of have to let them do their thing. You do. You got to let them do their thing. A small mixer for the salsa. I did get a small little mixer for the salsa. You know, I can make my own salsa now. I make my own salsa verde. I don't make the red salsa. But the red salsa was really good with the empanadas. But if I'm making like enchiladas, my tomatillo salsa that goes on top of them, I will make that on my own. I can make my own salsa verde with tomatillos. I can do that. I'm a cook now. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? My favorite thing to make in the Hispanic world, though, that is super simple, is probably tostada de tinga. Tostada de tinga is super easy to make, and that chipotle flavor, ugh, so good. I will probably make tostada de tinga this week. I got all the stuff for it. My my romaine tomatoes. Is there anything that's out of stock? Because if not, oh, there actually is a few things in produce that could use some love. You could take a bag of chips, crunch them up, add crunched up ramen noodles, any kind of meat, tuna or Slim Jims, usually. Then add the seasonings and some hot water. You mix it up in a chip bag, roll up the end, and let it sit until it soaks up all the water. And then cut it open and put in chopped pickles, squeeze cheese and ranch, or whatever you want. It's a wild thing. Just in case you ever feel like making a prison spread or brick. Yes, they're delicious. Hold on. Did you just tell me about a prison meal? And I'm kind of like, wait a second. That actually sounds kind of good. Like, when you come over and you come see me, I'm going to need you to actually bring the supplies to make this for me. Do I need to go to prison to enjoy this, or can I enjoy this without the prison? Like, can I enjoy this meal without breaking the law? I guess this is what I'm asking. Is it possible for me to enjoy this meal without breaking the law? That's what I need to know. Thank you very much. Some people say that they've tried it at home and it's not the same. Okay. Well, I've never tried it in prison, so I'm only going to have one opinion. And I don't plan on trying it in prison in any day. Why are you walking like that? She's walking kind of funny. So maybe. Is okay, are they done stocking this? I think not. Seeing the videos of previous inmates making them, I just look for a second and think, look, maybe, just maybe that could be delicious. That's what I'm saying. Like reading what Drew just posted, I'm like, hold on, wait. Prison cheesecake? But you don't have an oven. How can you make prison cheesecake without an oven? Enlighten me. Enlighten me, please. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get this restock going. Boom, 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 boom. We're going through like 4 cases of bleach a day now. That's wild. When I came home, I brought home prison taffy that made my friends. It was so good. It's prison style. Wait, wait, wait. What's prison taffy? Is that like code name for a drug? What drug is it? Drew, have you seen anybody play Schedule One? Is that a bad thing to ask a former prisoner? Is that inappropriate to ask? Am I an asshole for asking that? Have you seen Schedule One? LOL, have y'all seen this one TikToker who always makes prison recipes? No, but I would love to. I would love to be enlightened. So you crush up the cookies to make the crust, then you mix the cream cheese, powdered milk, or strawberry jelly, and set it up to cheesecake. What is it? Yes. Wow, that actually sounds like it would be good. Like, here's what I'm hearing, right? Prison recipes are just simple recipes. That's all that they are. It's just food that is simple to make because you lack resources. So if I wanted like a simple, easy meal, I need to look up prison recipes. That's the appealing part, how simple they are. That's why I'm appealed. I am appealed because of that. Boom, 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 boom. I think that's everything. I think that I've ordered it all. I've not ordered the chickens. One, two, three. One, two, three, four. One, one. The mayonnaise goes crazy. I think we're good there. Have I already ordered this stuff? I think so. I think that I've already ordered that stuff. I think we order so much crap. Is this finally like full? Because if the store is full, I'm gonna go ahead and open. Yeah, the store is full. I'm gonna go ahead and open up. Have you guys seen the onion boil thing? Completely random. Onion boil thing. Tell me more. I have not seen this onion boil thing. I watch a lot of Bebe Changuitos on TikTok though, and I see that monkeys will do onion baths and they will cut up an onion and they'll like rub it all over their body. And apparently in the wild, this is their way of like deterring predators because they smell like onion and apparently that stinks. I love the smell of onion. If you smell like onion, I'm probably gonna come closer. Guys, we're open. Harry, Barry, lock in. Guys, I was really hoping that we were going to be able to get to that license today, but getting to $30,000 with how big the store is now, I mean, it's just too expensive. You want to try it? What is this onion boil thing? Somebody send this to me, please, via text. That way I'll remember to see it later. Somebody, please! You take a whole onion, wrap it in foil with butter, shoved in the center with seasoning, and it cooks the onion. You pull apart. Wait, my inner fat boy is salivating. Wait. My my external fat boy is salivating. I'm like actually salivating. Why is that doing that to me? Why have you just done this to me? You've had this effect on me that very few people have on me. I'm about to send you something on Messenger. Okay. I will look at it after the stream. That sounds incredible. Do you know what I've been wanting to try at home, but I'm too scared because I've never done frying on a stove. I know that seems crazy, but I've always done frying with like a fry daddy, something that controls the temperature of the oil and I don't have to worry about it. Um, I've never done frying on a stove. I've never filled a pan up with oil and used the flame to monitor the temperature of the oil. And ma'am, you don't have to wave like that. Like there's somebody right there about to help you. Thank you very much. But I want to do a blooming onion. But to do a blooming onion, I either need a fry daddy, which I don't have anymore, or I would need a big pan with oil in it. And if you're gonna fill up an entire pan with enough oil to do a blooming onion, I mean, you gotta fry something often. And I don't fry things like that. I don't. I don't fry things that often. You guys, our store is doing so good. We're making so much money every day. The guys are keeping it stocked up. It looks good. And then during the day, whenever it's like they're handling things, I'm gonna go in here and I'm going to put stuff away. Kim, I don't know if you're still on or not, but did you enjoy Fast Food Simulator yesterday? I think it is a fun game, but I'm surprised by how much it did not like my computer. I was really surprised by that, actually. Of course, I had to use an emulator like GeForce Now, but it was too choppy. Like it did not like the frame rates. It was not playing nice. I think that if done correctly, and if I had a rig that could handle it, that'd be a really fun game. I think what would make Fast Food Simulator fun though is if I did it multiplayer, even with people that I didn't know. But if I brought like two or three people from chat in and hired them to help me run Burgot and such, our burger place, I mean that'd be a vibe. Have one person on the grill, like it would be fun. Potatoes, mayonnaise. We could probably just put this mayonnaise directly on the shelf. This is it. The truck to shelf mentality. This is how you do it. Hello? Thank you. Can I fill this up already? Yes. Yes. I've done it. Oh, she sent it. I just got it, Drew. I got the message. I love that you're talking about just putting butter in the middle of an onion, though. I mean, if there is a way to make a fat boy happy, it's take anything and put butter in it. And me, fat boy, yes, that makes me happy. I was trying to find the better video. Okay. Have you gone into like mommy cook mode? It's so good though, and just get a list. Really? What does mommy cook mode look like? Because for me, it'd be like, how do I ensure that my children can love the same food that I love? Or is mommy cook mode more like I'm gonna alter my food to make sure that my baby eats whatever they need? I mean, I don't even know what that looks like. Like I said, I can't get pregnant. I've got step kids, so I cook every night. Oh, yeah. So you're already there. You know what I mean? You're already in mommy cook mode. So you love crock pot meals. When I'm a parent, I think crock pot meals are going to be a huge part of life for me. Now, I think I just enjoy cooking too much. Like, even the other day, I wanted some breakfast, which I don't eat breakfast very often, but when I eat breakfast, I'm like, I'm about to go ham on some breakfast. So I woke up, it was my day off, and I made some really good avocado toast with some sunny side up eggs on top of it. And I spent like 20 minutes making it, seasoned it really well. And in my avocado that went on the avocado toast, I added tomato, cebolla, cilantro, limon. I mean, I really went crazy in there. Some onion powder, some garlic powder, lots of cracked pepper. I mean, I made that guac good. And you bit into that on that toast with that runny egg on top. Oh my God, it was so good. It was so good. I love when I can just make a good meal like that. They eat pretty good, so there's very few things they don't eat. That's good. I love when I get up and make myself a good breakfast. It changes the whole day. It does. But you have to make the decision to get up and make the breakfast. Do you know what I mean? And that is a tough choice to do that. Um, that's a huge upgrade from JJ because all JJ would eat was certain variations of potato. You try to give that dude a French fry on a day that he wants mashed potatoes, you lost your freaking mind. Have you lost your mind? JJ wants mashed potato, not a French fry. What are you thinking? And I mean, he would throw a fit. If you gave JJ a French fry on a mashed potato day, you might as well just call yourself forgotten. Where's my oil? Do you guys see my oil? Hello? Guys, where's the oil? Am I blind? Guys, I'm so blind right now. Why can I not see the oil? You guys, where's the freaking oil? Hello? It's gonna be right in front of my face. Does anybody see the oil? Danny loves cooking, so when he wakes up with me with a fancy breakfast when he's here all days. Aw, even whenever he works 6 a.m., he'll do it before he goes. That's nice. JJ was bad. Yes. It was so freaking bad. With food. Like, as a kid, he wasn't, like, terrible. He was rowdy, but he wasn't terrible. Guys, I'm so upset right now that I can't find this oil. Do I not have oil in my store? Is that why I never have to order oil? Behind you? Oh, it's right here. Thank you so much. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. Jesse loves meat. He can eat better than Caleb. Yeah, I mean Caleb eats pretty good too. He wasn't this way until probably like a year ago, but he's pretty adventurous with his eating now. Like if I want him to try something new, like even like mushrooms, or we were at a Chinese buffet recently with Kristen, and I had JJ try mussels. Not JJ, sorry. I get them confused all the time. I had Caleb try mussels. He did not like it, but he did try it. He was not a fan, but he did try it. Guys, I don't know if you saw this or not, but my local Chinese restaurant that I love, my Chinese buffet from my hometown, they had a TikTok shout out recently. And I thought it was like so cool that from my small little hometown of Humble, Texas, they they shouted out my Cafe East restaurant, my Chinese buffet. A win is a win. Yes! Cafe East had like a little TikTok shout out and it was like hidden gem, like somebody that had never been to Cafe East before, and they were like, "This is one of the best Chinese buffets that I've ever had." And then I just wanted to comment and be like, "You should have seen it before the remodel." Brandon has a not Brandon. Kristen has a theory that the employees that work there are aliens because there's no way that the same people that work there now are the same people that worked there when we were like 4 years old. I mean, the people that work there have worked there, I mean, since I was a baby, and they don't look any older. So either they're aliens or they do take really good care of their skin. Boom, 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 boom. Um, oh, bloodhound. Duolingo is getting really mad at me right now. I know, Duo. It's 11 o'clock. I'm gonna do it. Don't worry, guys. I can't tell you how many times I've spent money on Duolingo just restoring my streak. Is that crazy? Does that even really count as a streak if that happens? Sometimes you just need a good streak freeze. You know what I mean? It happens. Let's fill these up. That way they don't have to do it later. Boom, 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 boom. You guys, do you know what I learned today? I did not know this until literally today. I learned that you can be a subscriber with Amazon Prime. Like if you have Amazon Prime, you can go and subscribe to a account as part of your Amazon Prime membership. So I subscribed to Queso. I did not know that was a thing, but I thought that was really freaking cool. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate all the follows on TikTok and all the follows on Twitch and you guys chilling with me and vibing with me. And thank you so much. Choose to be positive this week. That's going to be my note for you. Me and Brandon have really been focusing on that on the past 2 days specifically, that despite what the world throws at you and how people react to you, you can't control the environment that you're in, but you can control your response to it. So, despite how the world is around you this week, choose to be positive, anyways. Me and Brandon are really focusing on not giving away free energy. And I'll leave you with this analogy that I gave him today that I think came to me today and it just really resonated with me was if somebody came up to you and they were just a complete jerk, just an asshole, and they took $100 bill out of your wallet and they just walked away, would that be okay? And the answer is probably no. Absolutely not. I wouldn't let somebody just take $100 away from me. So why do we give away free energy to people that are just jerks to us? Why do we let people that are just so mean and angry and just not good with how they spend their days and how they respond to us? Why do we let those people take away energy from us? And anger includes energy, right? Anger is an energy that you can give off. So let's choose to just be positive and let's not give away any of our energy this week to people that don't deserve it. You guys have an amazing week. Be positive, show lots of love, and remember the energy that you give is not free. Don't give away free energy to people that have not earned it. Good night.